want me to say some things about Loka. God almighty. Seriously, we're doing this? Sweet heavens. So what do I know about Loka? Good old Loka Palana Nirvana Banana Hammock Mastretta. You know, some people loosely, mostly older ladies, describe Loka as a tall drink of water. Open for interpretation, obviously. I like to think of Loka more as a glass of sand. You know, pretty to look at if you add some color. Typically you spill it, it's hard to clean up, it gets everywhere, and then it just turns into a blister. You know, Loka likes to think of himself as being very fashion forward, on the cutting edge of, you know, fashion and suits and that sort of thing. And, you know, he's okay with it. He tries to be more of the GQ type fashion forward look, but the way he pulls it off, it's more of like Outlet Mall last year Gap, if I had to describe it. He's trying real hard at it. He buys the magazine, but I just don't think he's getting it at all. Loka will tell you, and a lot of people know that Loka is very, very well read. He's read all the great novelists. I mean, the Tolstoys, the Dickens, Faulkners, Tchaikovskys, all those Russian guys too. Vonnegut and Jane Austen. He is just incredibly well read. And he was telling me one day, he said, JB, I was reading this book and it really spoke to me and I feel like it would really help you. So I was like, well, hey, Loka, hit me with it. I mean, you know, what do you got? Do you recommend I read a book? And he's like, no, just let me share this piece with you. You know, really changed my life. I think it could help you. And so, of course, immediately I was thinking, well, man, I've got to pay attention. If he was that impacted with it, then surely it's going to be something, you know, really strong with a really, really good message. Loka looked me just square in the eyes and he said, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. When Loka spoke those words to me, it was like he was speaking to my soul. It absolutely changed my life and the way I do things. I stopped eating old fish. I stopped trying to catch new fish, minnows and stuff. I can't believe I was doing it that way. I started eating way more redfish. I mean, I am on a different plane now just because Loka shared that with me. I mean, the fact that he is that well read and took time out of his day to share that with me, it was incredible. It's something I'll always remember. You know, one thing I really admire about Loka is his ability to handle delicate situations and handle things properly. And it takes a special skill. It takes a very special talent to handle things with kid gloves. And by kid gloves, I mean actual kid gloves. Loka's hands are some of the smallest I've ever seen. Look, I managed to track down one of his gloves. Look at this thing. It's so cute. It's incredible. I don't know how he holds a pencil, but somehow he pulls it off. But he's, you know, really good at handling situations, so kudos to that. Yeah, sure, I could give you a few things that describe Loka's leadership style. Tall, off-centered, flamboyant, idiocentric, counterintuitive, reggae, affable, non-athletic, chocolate shakes, crunk. Probably, though, the best word that describes Loka's leadership style, it's one word, sum up the whole thing, long-winded. He and I were visiting a customer one day. He got into one of his stories with a customer, and you could tell the customer wasn't into it. It got to be so long and so boring. I thought I heard a snore, and I look over at Loka, and he's asleep. He fell asleep in his own story that he was telling the customer. It was incredible. I had to nudge him and, hey man, it's time to wrap it up and let's get out of here. Yeah, and I can tell you another thing that Loka takes very seriously is pickup basketball. He started yelling at me one day in a pickup basketball game. JB, you gotta come off the screen. You gotta come off the screen. Just yelling at me. I was like, Loka, it's a pickup game. There is zero at stake here. And I don't know if any of you have seen Loka play basketball. To give you a visual, the best way I can describe it is, you know, picture two flamingos fighting like in a hurricane. It's just arms everywhere all the time. It's just the craziest looking thing. So I am saddened that Loka's not going to be GM in South Central anymore. But I am excited about the move for him to higher education. It's going to be a good move for him. Loka's never experienced higher education since he's a University of Alabama graduate. Now he'll get to experience some real higher education, so I'm excited for him about that. Just one other thing, Loka. The jerk store called. They're running out of you.